Facebook. Oh, it's still not happening. Why is it not? I don't think it's live over there. Let's try one more refresh. Ah, I'm live. Oh, yay. Oh, good. Whew. Okay, just let me get this shared over to my VIP group really quick. Sorry. What an issue. I've tried 4 times. I'm late. Yes, I am. Can't tell you how excited I am that it's working. Well, Valerie, you couldn't find me because it took me 4 tries to get going. I've been trying for the past 14 minutes to get online. Yay! Okay, so we have lots of people, Marcia, Janet, and Norma, and Valerie, and a whole bunch of others. Yay! That's awesome. So I can't see who's watching me unless you comment. So if you don't comment, hi, thanks for joining me. Whew, hi, Connie. Okay, so I got a really cool card for you tonight. It's a fun interactive slider card made using the Trucking Along bundle. Now, if you join me on Thursday, you got a sneaky peek because I kind of thought I was doing this one last Thursday and I wasn't. I did it today. Yes. So let me flip you over here and I'll show you the card we're doing. Uh-oh, Marsha's watching me on the big screen. Here's the card we're going to do today. And I should have, wait, hang on. There. There's the card we're going to do today. Isn't that cute? It's cute just by itself. Hi, Pat. But watch. Ah, the truck goes back and forth. Look at this. Isn't that cool? And I'm going to show you how you do it. So if you could see in behind here, see there is a little piece of paper straw back there and some washers. Now, in Canada, we don't have pennies anymore. So I couldn't use pennies, but I have number 6 washers and that's what I'm using. There's the inside and there's the envelope. Uh-oh. Valerie got her stamps alphabetized and found out she has a duplicate. Only one, Val? You're doing good if it's only one. Yeah, okay. All right. So don't let me forget, I've got the Share It Saturday draw to do tonight, and I have a draw for $100 gift card shopping spree. I'm so excited. My draw board is full. And I get to draw tonight for somebody's going to win a $100 shopping spree. Hey, Karen. Hi. Okay, enough of showing my face. So I got a card today from Yvonne. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh, I'll show you. She wrote a really nice note on the inside. So it opens up like this. Isn't that cool? Yvonne won some heart pearls during my July customer appreciation, and she gave me a thank you card when she picked up her goodies. Look at that. I love it. Thanks. That was amazing, Yvonne. Thank you so much. It is a wonderful card. It's so pretty. Okay. Hello, Carmen. Oh, Karen and I are accountability buddies on our business. She is a Stampin' Up demonstrator down in Arizona, and we're both going to Las Vegas, and we get to meet in person for the very first time, and I am so excited. Ordered several you can never have too many blends, Wendy. Okay, so here's my supplies that I need to create this card. The card base is, hang on, let me get my recipe so I'm telling you the right thing. The card base is Pool Party. It's your standard 8.5 by 5.5, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 5.5. Nope. Scored at 4 1/4. There we go. Folded in half. So we have a hamburger card. This is a hot dog card because it's long and thin. This is a hamburger card because it's short and fat. Then I have a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 basic white for the inside. A piece of lemon lolly that is 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to stamp the rays of light stamp onto that one. Piece of crumb cake that is 2 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to do a really cool technique today to show you how to make it. I don't know whether you can see. Can you see? This has got a texture. It's a texture like sand. So I'm going to show you how you can separate your layers of cardstock and get that that look on your cardstock. So that's crumb cake. Then I have a piece of basic white that is 1 1/2 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to be making the clouds, and I'll show you how I do that. Another piece of cardstock that this is thick cardstock, and it's 1 1/2 by 3. I'm going to do the truck on that. Then I have some pieces for the trees. It's supposed to be 2 by 3, but I just had leftover pieces. And then I have 1 1/2 by 3, and I'm going to do the truck. So the truck is stamped on basic white and thick, and then punched out, and then you punch out one out of thick white because you got to make the truck heavy enough that it's going to float on its own. A piece of twine that is 15 inches. So 15 inches of twine. A piece of paper straw. Now, this is not plastic. You need it paper because you have to be able to squish it into so that it's flat, so that it flows across your cardstock. And then number 6 washers. Why number 6? I don't know. That's just what I have. I have a whole container of them. And I use these as weights. You know when you're making slider cards? Yeah. So I used 3 on here, but I brought the container just in case I need more. Now, in the new catalog, Kathy, you're right. Meeting in face is amazing. In the new catalog, there is this curved label punch. See it? And I can't wait to do this card with this, but it will kind of be totally different because, and now with that one, you'd kind of do this. So you'd have a wiggle and then a wiggle, and then you sandwich the washers on the back, and it kind of sandwiches the cardstock, but we're not doing that. We're going to do it the other way. Okay, step number 1. I'm finished nattering now. Take your crumb cake cardstock and your bone folder and just do this with it. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking down all the fibers of my cardstock. Now you can see them starting to break down there. Can you see that? You want that. That's going to break them all down and start to separate them. And you just go back and forth. And I have to do the other side too. Just like this a few times until it starts to separate. And it's not there yet, so let's just keep going. This is quite a big piece. When you have a smaller piece, it's less time to do this. But it's kind of, I think it's like faux leather, but it really makes cool sand. Okay, let's see if I can separate it now. Okay, it's starting to come. Of course, I cut my nails. There, see, it's starting to separate the 2 layers of cardstock. And all you do is just pull them apart. You see that? Now, one of them could be a little bit thinner and you'll end up with holes, but it's okay because we're only using one. We're not using both of them. Now this one is not playing nice. I didn't do enough playing with this end. So let's see if I can get this separated on the other end too. There we go. Whoops. Oh yeah, of course. Then I got a hole in it. It's okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My phone. Sorry. My trying to call me. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So I've got a hole, but I'm going to fix it. I'm going to take a piece of this and we're just going to glue this on the back like that. And see, you won't even tell, right? So let's just get some glue around that hole. Now, if you take your time and do that back and forth more with your bone folder, it will peel off really easy. Oh, I just threw the piece away that I need to put on there. Hello, mullet. Apparently, I'm having another one of those nights. Okay, let's just get this piece and we're going to put it on there like that. Hold it down. There. See, you can't even tell there's a hole in there. Do you see that? Nobody's going to know. Oh, I love this set too, Carla. Isn't this an amazing technique? Okay, so now I'm going to rip the top of it because it's a hill. And this way, just kind of wherever you want. So Carla and I are doing that winter creative escape with Shanna. And we have been creating, all three of us have been creating the cards for it. And oh my gosh, ladies, you're going to want to take this. There is a virtual option. If you don't live in town, you can choose the virtual option. And if you live in town, join us in person because we're going to have a lot of fun, right, Carla? Okay. So my newsletter goes out tomorrow morning and it's got all the information in it. Or just ask. Okay, I put adhesive on the back of that and now it's sticking to everything. So I just put it over there. Isn't that a cool technique? Okay, I probably should have stamped on it and oh, I'm just so excited to do this card. Okay, let's get all these pieces out of the way. And get that out of the way. And I'm going to take my lemon lolly and I'm using Old Olive, Crumb Cake, Lost Lagoon, Lemon Lolly, and Memento. The Trucking Along Builder Punch, Trucking Along Stamp Set, Rays of Light Stamp Set, Layering Leaves because I want the blotches, the basic border dies to do the clouds, and I'm going to finish off with some brushed brass butterflies. Say that 3 times real fast. Okay, so I have my lemon lolly and I've got the Rays of Light stamp, and I'm going to move everything because this is a huge stamp and I need stamping paper underneath. Okay, ink up the stamp in lemon lolly. So this is going to give me those gorgeous rays, but they're going to be more subtle because I'm using tone on tone. So the retreat is happening on the 21st of October in person, the 28th of October virtually. We're going to make 6 cards. If you register before September the 1st, you will get tutorials for 6 extra cards. If you register between the 1st and the 15th of September, you'll get tutorials for 3 extra cards. Okay, here we go. Let's just turn this around. And I want to go up here I'm trying to make sure I get this right on there. There we go. Okay, use my Sharon Jiggy. There we go. Let's pull that up. And there we have. Oh, there we go. So apparently my son's going to be in a different place. All right, let's get that out of my way. So there's our gorgeous background. So how'd you guys do on the weekend? Did you have a good weekend? What were you up to? Did you get any crafty time in? Okay, so before I put my adhesive on that, I should have done this other step. So I'm going to take my crumb cake. Yes, Connie, there is a tutorial only option for the virtual one on the 28th of October. And that is for anybody outside Canada can join us. You will get the PDFs. If you register before the 1st of September, you will get PDFs for 18 cards. Nope. Wait, 9 cards. 3, 6, 9, no, 4, 12 cards. My goodness gracious. You'll get the tutorials for 12 cards. If you register between the 1st and the 15th of September, you will get tutorials for 9 cards. Then you can prep your kits and you can join us and create along with us. Now, it's $50 for the tutorial only, but you will get not only the tutorials, but you will get we can't send you the stuff that's in the goodie bag, but I can send you the pillow gifts because that's just stuff and we're making up the pillow gifts and I can't wait to send things. Okay, so I've got this stamp, this road. It's just like a road, I don't know, looks like skid marks. And I'm just putting it on here like this. And I'm using crumb cake. Let's just stick this over here too, just a little bit right there. Okay, and now I'm going to take the dots from layering leaves and I'm just going to go over the whole thing like this. So if you are interested in joining us, check out my newsletter tomorrow morning. There will be a link in there for you to register. It's a Google form because I am going out of town tomorrow at about 3 o'clock in the morning. I have to head to Comox to get my flight to Vegas tomorrow at 6:30. Valerie had no crafting. She'd been moving shelves from one room to, you're still rearranging your stuff. Okay, so I have crumb cake and a blending brush. And remember, if you load up your blending brush and then use your lid to smooth it all out, you get a much nicer finish. You don't get any blotches. Like that. And I'm just going over the top just to darken that edge a little bit. Not too much, just enough that there's a little bit of texture, contrast on there. There we go. And you see how nice that silicone mat is when you mess up and put adhesive on the back of something that shouldn't have adhesive on it. So there we go. There's our road. Oh, Connie, thank you. Connie registered. Yay, Connie. Connie's going to be making cards. Yes, we're going to be using the Beary Cute bundle. And if you live in Canada, you will be getting the Beary Cute bundle or the Beary Cute stamp set in your goodie bag. Now it's not coming up. Oh my gosh. Come on, don't do this to me. There we go. You get the the stamp set in your goodie bag. And so I'm lining this up at the bottom of my lemon lolly piece, and it's going to go right from one end to the other, right at the bottom, like that. And there we have our road. Now, I just realized that I didn't put my trees. I gotta put the trees in here, so I'm just going to pull that back up again so that it doesn't seal, because I got to put some trees in there. Okay. That's clouds. This is the truck. So this is the back side of the truck. This is the thick one. So I'm just going to punch a truck out of the thick basic weight. Just like that. Oh, thanks for sharing, Peggy. I appreciate that. Anybody else who's out there and would like to share my video, I would appreciate it. If you like it, don't forget to hit that emoji and say, this is a really good one. Okay, now I need Memento. We're going to stamp the truck in Memento. I just realized I didn't get the sentiment out. It's okay. So there's the truck in Memento. Now, this truck has this stamp. What this does, oops, it's this way. What this does is that's the wheels. But it's really hard just to take it and know that it's going to match. So if you take your stamp, lay it on top of your stamped image, line it up. Because it's photopolymer, you can push it down. Oops. You can push it down and it will stick to your cardstock like that. So you can make sure that you've got the dipsy doodle correct. Now I'm going to ink it up. Oh, thanks everybody. Oh, you guys are so fun. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so now I'm lining up the centers of my wheels. And voila, there we are. The tires are perfect every time. You just got to line the tires up with your stamp before you stick it on your block. Okay, that's that and that. Now we have a couple of trees. What does this one say? Oh, that's in case I need to stamp an extra tree or punch out an extra truck. So I need 2 trees. 1, 2. Now there's no punch for this. Unfortunately, I have to hand cut these. So you're going to have to put up with my fussy cutting again. Okay, where's my stamping paper? I have to stamp inside in the envelope. Here. Trees. So here's what I did. I just did a couple of trees on the inside and on the envelope. So I'm going to start with a tall one. And then I'm going to stamp a shorter one beside it. Like that. And then we'll do the same thing on the envelope. The tall one. Always making sure that your trunk goes down far enough that you don't have a floating tree. Okay, so that's that stamp. Oops, except I got to put the color in now. Okay, so now I'm taking so there's a filler inner part for this tree, and I'm going to use Old Olive. Normally I would use Pear Pizzazz because I used to use Pear Pizzazz a lot, but we don't have Pear Pizzazz anymore. So now I am using Old Olive, and I'm going to color the insides of these trees just like that. See how easy that is? As long as you don't hit the cardstock with your hand. You hover above it till you get it lined up. And there you go. Perfect. Let's do the envelope too. I don't normally color the envelope, but this is so easy that I can do it. There we go. So there's the envelope and the inside. And now we'll color these two. Then you have to put up with me fussy cutting them. I'm sorry. But while I'm fussy cutting them, I can tell you more about our retreat because I don't have only the retreat happening right now. Registration is open for 3 classes and my team event, which I got happening too. Okay, so the truck, let's color the truck in. I'm going to use Lost Lagoon to color the truck in. And it's easy peasy too because it's a stamp. So all I have to do is ink it and line it up and stamp it. Now, the reason I'm using this color is because hubby and I used to own a GMC Jimmy in this color. We didn't have a truck in this color. Our truck was more Mango Melody, but we don't have Mango Melody anymore. So I couldn't do Mango Melody, but there it is. That's that. Okay. Now punch this out. So what did everybody else do? Oops. I cut my paper a little too short, but that's okay. Now we can use an extender. So I'm sure I've showed you this little trick before. Just stick a little bit of adhesive on a scrap piece of paper, or you can use a Post-it note. And then you just use it as a handle. Get this all lined up. And there we go. Pieces flying everywhere. Okay, there's our truck. There's the back of our truck. Here's our trees. Get the scissors and we'll... Oh, got to color in the trunks. This is number 200. Did you know that Stampin' Up! Has neutral tones Stampin' Blends? They are not in the normal Stampin' Blends area of the catalog. They are under the assortments area. Okay, so that's it. Now, we were going to do a relatively quick job of cutting out these trees because they're really not that hard to cut out. There is a few dipsy doodles, but just remember you're supposed to turn your paper, not your scissors. But when I'm doing something this small with a lot of dipsy doodles, I find myself turning my scissors as well as the paper. There we go. Let's see. That's one. It doesn't take long to fussy cut these. So I'm all packed. My swaps are all done. My pillow gifts for my roomies are all done. And I took pictures of them, so I'm going to show you afterwards, after they get them, what they look like. But I can't show you in real life because I'm giving all of them away. And I only had enough of the goodies for the inside. I did make the package, though. I think I made an extra package. I just can't show you what's in it. Anyways, they're all done. They're all packed. My bathing suit is packed. My shorts are packed. Now, it was raining in Vegas, so I packed an umbrella and a raincoat, but I think I can take them out because I looked at the weather forecast now and the storm has moved on. There was some hurricane down there. I don't remember the name of it. And it was producing a lot of rain in the area, but that's not so anymore. So I think I'm going to take my rain gear out. Give me more room to bring stuff back. Okay, there's our trees. Now, the trees, put a little bit of adhesive on the back of them. And we'll bring our front back in. And it's going to pop them underneath. So one of them, kind of there. And then the other one, oops, one needs to, oh, one went down too far. Just pull it up a bit. There we are. And then another one down there like that. So now we have a couple of trees in there. Now comes the fun part. Oh, I did. I checked my flight, Marcia. I checked it today, and so far, nothing. So I know that my flight to Vancouver is going to happen because our weather is fine. Got my fingers crossed that we can get out of the valley at 3:30 in the morning so I can get up to Comox for my flight. And then I'll be in Vancouver waiting for whenever they can take me. Okay, so I've folded this twine in half, and I have my little piece of straw, and you run your string through the straw like that. Now I'm going to wrap that around to the back. We're going to attach that. Uh-oh. I'm over a little bit. Let me just trim that off. There we go. There's a little bit of overrun there. All right, do this again. My string, I want to kind of keep the string so that it's not twisted. And keep it together. Come on, Mullet, keep it together. And twist around to the back and attach it to that adhesive. And then just go here. Now that I've got one side, turn the twine so that it's not twisted. And I'm going to use my grid paper to make sure that it's straight. And just pull this up, move it over a little tiny bit. And this one, you want to keep them close together. Now I need 2 pieces of Terran tape. Whoops. To hold the twine in place. And I use Terran tape because I find that the Stampin' Seal, when I go to put it on there, it will move my twine. Okay, so there we are. See, we've got this, and it's going to go back and forth like that on the twine. Isn't that cool? Okay, what am I missing? Go up here. Oldest son has been on transplant list for a kidney, and he was notified Tuesday evening. They operated Wednesday. We went to visit him on Friday in Edmonton, and he's doing fantastic. We are one grateful family for this blessing. Oh, Kathy, that is amazing. How wonderful. Oh, that's awesome. I am so excited for you and your family and your son. Okay, Connie thinks I should take an umbrella. I probably should. It's in there. Valerie's ex has been evacuated from West Kelowna. Oh, they have such a terrible fire happening right now. Poor Kelowna. Like the whole one half of the city is burning right now. So we'll keep him in our prayers along with Kathy's son. Oh, Connie is a donator. I think it was kidney, right? I'm sorry, I forget. That's awesome. I'm on the list. I've never been called, but I've been on the list for years and years and years. Okay, I'm going to take my liners off of the tear and tape, and we'll get this onto my card front. Oh, no, I can't. I haven't done the Sugar Shack. I haven't done the clouds yet. Okay, so take my clouds, and I've got a piece of basic white cardstock. Hello, Glenda Lavender from Australia. And Shoe Shop. Yes, Shoe Shop. I was watching North Shore Stamper, Ange McKay. I don't remember what day it was I was watching her. And she was stamping along with the paper pumpkin kit. And all of a sudden, she looked up and she had just said that her husband was heading over to her parents' house to put the sprinklers on for them on to the roof of their house, and they had the sprinklers running on their house. And she just finished saying that, and she looked up and she said, "What are you doing here?" And it was her husband. And she said, "I have to go. I'll be back." And she hung up right away, and we have not heard from her since. And I saw a note today. Somebody asked her what happened, and she had to evacuate too. And she's in Shuswap. Okay, so I have just used the basic border dies and cut out one side like that. And then I'm going to flip it over. So I'm showing you a whole bunch of techniques tonight. Isn't that cool? I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to make a couple of clouds this way. Well, apparently I'm going to make 3 of them. So we'll run that through the machine. All right. So I won't be live on Thursday because I will be in Vegas having fun with 750 Stampin' Up! Demonstrators and various home office people. I'm so looking forward to it. It's going to be so much fun. I'm rooming. We've squished 4 people into our hotel room. And then my friend Leanne and Shauna have their own room, and we're hoping to get rooms really close together because we're all arriving at the same time. So hopefully we've got our fingers crossed. Oh, hi, Dimity. How's your knee doing? Okay, so I'm just going to just cut out do a little bit of trimming on the clouds, and then I'll figure out which ones I want to use. Now I know there's other dies that I could have used to make the clouds, but I wanted to show you the versatility of those basic border dies because I've used them a lot for tablecloths and stuff. So that one will go there. And I think that one's a little small, so I might use this one. So now I'm going to get the stamp that I didn't get out. Excuse me. It's Sending You Sunny Thoughts, and it's from the Trucking Along bundle. And I'm going to use my Lost Lagoon ink pad. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yay, Dimity's knee's doing good. She had a knee replacement. Okay, and I'm going to ink this up, half of it. Oops. Okay, that's not the way to do it. I got to clean it because I made a mess. Okay, let's try this again. So I want to do just Sending You. So I'm going to use my ink pad like this. There, that worked out better. Now I've got just sending you inked, and we're going to use this cloud for sending you, like that. And then I'm going to scrub it, give it a good clean, and we're going to ink up Sunny Thoughts. I love clear photopolymer stamps for just this reason. And now we're going to put Sunny Thoughts on the other one. Ooh, just fits. Ta-da! It worked! Yay! Yes, Marcia, I'm glad Dimity is doing better. That's awesome. Okay. Now, I'm going to put these on before I put this onto my card because these go up on dimensionals. And then I have to cut off the edge. Where's my pokey tool? It's right in front of my face. Good Lord. You'd almost think that I'm excited. I didn't sleep much last night, let me tell you. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning before I got to sleep. Then I had to be up because I had a blood work appointment this morning. Okay, so we're going to put this on one side right here, and I'm going to line the edge of that up with the edge of the cardstock. And that's why I kept it off, because I'm going to trim off that little tiny bit. And now we're going to do the same thing to sending you. So hubby is going to take me to the airport tomorrow. And we have to leave here. We have to be there for 5:30, and it's an hour and a half. So I have to leave here no later than 4 o'clock, preferably a little bit earlier. Okay, so now we're going to put this one on here like that. I could have just put that all the way over. Oh, well. Now, lift this up and trim off that little bit of the cloud there. And this little bit of the cloud here. And there we go. See? Isn't that cute? All right, now it can go on the card base. Let's get rid of these. I hate it when my work area gets messed up. Only half knees? That's different. Well, there's so many people I know this year have gotten knee replacements. It's unbelievable. Hubby had his done in 2020. He was scheduled for April of 2020. And of course, COVID hit in March. So he didn't get done. He did get done, but not when he was supposed to get done. Okay, so now we have this thing that floats back and forth like that. Now we have to put the truck together so that it's heavy enough to slide. So I'm just going to add some Tombow glue to the edge, all the way around the outside edge of this stamped one. And I might I've got another piece of cardstock here. Oops, and of course I'm going to get ink all over or glue all over my fingers. I can just see it. So let's just put that off to dry. And I got another piece of cardstock. I'm just going to punch another one just in case we need it. Connie says if that were me, if that was her, she wouldn't bother going to bed. I just don't want to be dead when I get to Vegas, Connie. I want to be able to party. Okay, I'm going to put glue around the edge of this one too. No, I'm not a big partier, and I don't gamble, so I won't be in the casino, but we have a really big trip planned on Wednesday. We're going to go to the Strip, and Maxine, one of the demos I'm traveling with from Vancouver, wants to go to the Venetian I don't know why she wants to go to the Venetian, but I'll go. And then another one wants to go to the Bellagio. So we're going to do the Venetian. We're going to do the Bellagio. We're going to have lunch, probably, because I think we're leaving in the morning. And then we're going to hit Walmart on the way back. And that's going to be our big outing. Okay, so I'm going to layer these trucks all together. There's 3 of them. Let's pick this one up. Try not to get glue on my fingers. And because I got glue on them, I can just wiggle them until they line up. So there we are. So now we have 3 layers of truck. And it's going to go on here. Okay. So now I'm going to get some glue dots and we're going to put these washers on. I'm doing the washers now. All right. So just a glue dot on the back of them. And I'm going to put one. You have to have them out of the way of where the twine goes. So in the wheels and then up on the hood of the cab or the top of the cab or whatever it's called up here. Like that. Now you could, the Venetian is cool. It's like being, oh, Norma, that's so exciting. I love Venice. Oh my God, Venice is one of my favorite places on earth. Okay, there's a glue dot here. Why is there a glue dot there? I could put them in between the layers, Connie. That would have been smart. But that works, just like that. Okay, so then you just squish this because you want it to be flat. And I think I'm just going to take my bone folder. I'm just going to flatten that out a bit because it needs to be flat, but not flat that it's going to stop it from going back and forth. So it still has to have room in there to slide. There we go. Okay, now the truck is going to go on there. So I need some glue. I'm just going to put a line of glue right along there. Like that. Now, while that is drying, I'll put my glue dots away. Oh, now, Norma, hi, by the way. Now you've got me really excited because I haven't had time to go and look up to see what the Venetian is all about, but you have me really excited now. Okay, so let's get some brushed brass butterflies. And we will stick them here like this. Whoops, come on. I love these things. And Stampin' Up! Has asked us to try to sell these because they have a lot of them. They have an overabundance of brushed brass butterflies. So if you are in the mood to buy some brushed brass butterflies, now would be a good time. They're not discounting them or anything, but if you've got any coupons left from the July for the bonus days coupons, you could use one of those or 2 of those, and you could get some at a reduced rate. You were in awe? Okay, so we might be all day then between the Venetian and the Bellagio because you got to stand and watch the fountain at the Bellagio, right? Okay, I'm putting my truck on. And I'm just going to hold it there while it grabs. Isn't this fun? I love this card. I just hope it's going to. Look. It floats. Oh, it's so fun. I'm sorry. You guys probably think I'm absolutely crazy. I probably am. Okay. Let's do some Winky on our I'm going to do every other ray here. Just because, Winky is a good thing. So have you got all the deets about the retreat now? Available in person. It's available virtually. It's available to, let's do the windows and the hubcaps. It's available to Canadians. It's available worldwide. There's so many different ways you could join us. Okay, now let's put the inside in. And registration, did I tell you it's $100? If you're in person, it includes a goodie bag that's got about $40 worth of stuff in it. That's before shipping and tax price. It's kits for 6 cards. It includes lunch, refreshments, and snacks. And we're going to have a couple of games, and there's going to be prizes, and there's going to be pillow gifts. And if you are virtual, it includes all of that except for the lunch. And then the postage to get it to you is included. So that takes place of your lunch. And of course, space is limited because the room we've rented is only so big for the in-person one. There we go. There's our card. Isn't that awesome? I love it. I love it. It's so much fun to play with interactive cards, don't you think? And when they move, it's even better. So if you live in a country that has pennies, because Canada doesn't have pennies anymore, then you could use them instead of the washers. And you could also layer the washers use a couple of them. Stacked up is what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh. Some days words are difficult. Okay, so now, first of all, thank you so much for hitting those emojis. I do appreciate it. And if you're watching the replay, thanks so much for joining us. And if you're watching it on YouTube, hit that subscribe button down there. I will try to remember to put the recipe in the details. It was in the first one, but I had to try like 6 times before I could take it. I could get it onto Facebook, so it's not there, but I'll try to remember to go and put it in. It's not hard, but there's a couple of really cool techniques on there. Oh, you're very welcome. Yes, your brothers will love it, Valerie. And anything that moves is super fabulous. Thanks, Marlene. And oh, you guys are so kind. I do love stamping with you guys. Okay, so now I'm going to do the draw. I have 2 draws to do. I have a draw for Share It Saturday on the 12th of August. And I've got a draw for a $100 gift shopping spree. And I'm so excited. So to get into the draw for the $100 shopping spree, place a $60 order with me. So it's only available to people in Canada. I'm sorry. Place a minimum $60 order with me, and every $60 in that order, you get a spot on the draw board. When the draw board is full, then I do a draw, and one lucky person wins a $100 shopping spree. Isn't that exciting? There's nothing that makes me happier than when I get to give stuff away. Okay, so we'll do Share It Saturday first. I've got it set up. I just got to do this. Got to take my phone out. Hang on. Like this. Do that. Over here. There we go. There's our Share It Saturday for the 12th of August. And I'm going to delete the heading, delete the line. And all you have to do to get in this draw, so in this draw you get a card, no matter where you live in the world. If you share in my Share It Saturday posts in my VIP group, then you get your name in once for every card that you share in a week. And then I draw, and one lucky person gets a card from me. And if you live in Canada, I throw in a few retired embellishments as well, but I can't send them outside of Canada. So that's how you get in this draw. And every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, this draw drops. Okay, shuffle twice. And the winner of Share It Saturday for August the 12th is, a drum roll, please. It's going to be Connie. Yay, Connie. Congratulations, Connie. All right, so now we're going over to this one. Look at all the names on here. A $100 shopping spree from my draw board. Going to delete the header, delete the row. Going to hit shuffle twice like I normally do. And to get on this draw, it's one entry for every $60, a minimum $60 order, and then one for every $60 in that order, and you get on the draw, in the draw. And the lucky winner of the $100 shopping spree this time is, Betty. Congratulations, Betty in Powell River gets the $100 shopping spree. Congratulations. I'm so excited. I love giving stuff away. It makes my heart happy, let me tell you. Yes, congratulations, Connie and Betty. That is amazing. Now, I'm not going to be able to do, Connie, I'm not going to get your card out before I leave. I don't think. I'll try, but I might not. It might not happen till I get back. And I will be in touch with Betty, and her shopping spree will get done when I get back as well. Yeah, so trucking along class registration is open for that now. I'm going to put the links in the description of this video. There's the trucking along class in September, on September the 17th. So it's on a Saturday. It's in person and virtual. If you buy the bundle from me, you get the class for free. Then I have the Horse and Sleigh class on the 20th of September. That's in person and virtual, and registration is open for it as well. Take it with me. It'd be cheaper to mail. I could do that, Connie. That's awesome. And the retreat registration is open for the retreat on the 21st of October is the in-person one, and the 28th of October is the virtual one. It's open worldwide. You can join from anywhere on the virtual one. Thanks, Kathy. I am going to have an amazing time. There is going to be so much laughter and so much fun. No stamping. I don't know how I'm going to go 5-6 days without stamping, but thanks, Connie. Oh, you guys. Thanks, Marlene. You guys are wonderful. I will see you on Monday, the 28th. So a week from tonight, I'll be back stamping. And I don't know what we're doing, but I've got something prepped. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon in my craft room. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now.